Hi guys, it's Adam and welcome to the music tag. So this is a tag video requested by Nick Hills and I'm doing a response to that video. Also, I will be tagging two people at the end of this. The 10 questions we're going to answer are all about music, my life in music, sort of that arena. And I will put all the 10 questions down below in the description. And if you would like to, I know you may not have time for this, so that's completely fine. But if you would like to, copy and paste 10 questions, put them in the comment section with your answers below each question, and I promise I will respond to anyone who does that, and we can have a bit of a chat. So yeah, it just gives people more interaction. Those who aren't doing YouTube videos, it gets them interacting a little bit more. So yeah, without further ado, I shall get on with the questions. Also in the comment section will be links to the two people I'm going to tag, links to their channel, and a link to Nick's channel as well, so that then you can see everyone's videos basically and everyone's responses. So yeah, first off, what was the first gig you went to, and what is your favourite ever gig? I've never been to a real popular gig. I'm not amazing with like masses of people and real loud noise and things like that. I've never been great with that. I would certainly enjoy the music, but I don't think I would enjoy the environment too much. But I have been to a lot of smaller live bands and sessions and stuff like that, and they've been in pubs and certain other venues, and I've really enjoyed them. So one that I found that stood out was when I was 18. I just turned 18, and me and some of the other lads I hung around with at the time went to a pub. And obviously we were new to being 18 and the drinking and stuff, so we decided to go out to a pub, and there was a live band on then. The lead singer and person on the drums and guitar and all that sort of stuff, they were fairly young, similar age to us actually, and yeah, they played some really good songs. They were really good, and often I think these smaller bands are so underrated, and a lot of them are really good, and it's quite sad, that is, really. But yeah, that was one that was highlighted for me. I think if I answered this question in 10 years time or so, there'd be very different answers, and maybe I'll have been to a few popular gigs, gigs of popular artists and stuff like that. But at the moment, no, I've only been to the smaller gigs, but I've really enjoyed them. What was the first single you owned, and what was the first single you bought with your own money? The Beach Boys' California Girls was the first single I owned. With regards to what I bought with my own money, I'm not sure, because I downloaded the Beach Boys' California Girls onto my little MP3 player from iTunes, and my dad paid for that. But with my own money, I don't know, that must have been when I first had a job. So when I first had a job, I was 16, so I don't know what I bought when I was 6, because I already had all my tracks that I liked, and then I was just downloading new ones. So yeah, I was just using YouTube Converter to download new ones, so I don't even know what my first single I bought with my own money was. What was the first album you owned, and what was the first album you bought with your own money? Now this I do know the answer to. For both questions, it was Superstar DJs when I was about, well, yeah, probably 15, 16. But yeah, so that was a great album actually. I did like that album. I do like pretty much all forms of music, so I'm quite varied in that respect. I still like dubstep and things like that, but on the other scale of things, I like Ella Fitzgerald, Joan Baez, people like that, and Frank Sinatra, Louis Armstrong, all that sort of stuff. Connie Francis, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I have two like ends with music. And yeah, so that was a great album actually. I did love listening to that. And that was the first one I owned and I bought with my own money. Who are your top 3 favourite music artists or bands of all time? I have to say David Bowie or Bowie. Still not sure which one it is. I was really sad when he passed away. It was a real shock. It was like it was like a bomb had gone off or something. It was horrible. but his songs have inspired me since I was quite young, about 13 or something. And every few months I was adding to the repertoire of songs I knew about of his. And at first I got into his early stuff, like 69 through to sort of like 73, 74, Ziggy Stardust album, Gene Genie, that sort of period. And then I started getting into his later stuff in the 80s and the 90s, Allo Space Boy and Ashes to Ashes album, I think that was 1980, and Earthlings, is that the name of the album? Or is it something before that? Anyway, yeah, something like that, Earthlings, and I quite like, what's the name of the song on that album? I think it's Satellites or something. I can't quite remember the name of the song, but I like that one. Velvet Goldmine, oh my god, that's so good. But yeah, loads of them, and I just got into all these different areas. I mean, the only part of his career I'm not really into is the album Low and like Station to Station and stuff like that. I suppose a lot of people would disagree with me there, but yeah, for me it was like Space Oddity, Ziggy Stardust, Ashes to Ashes, and like the pop era, you know, when he was really into the pop. And then like the avant-garde side in the 90s where he went back to being all like quite kooky with his music and his videos. And also I loved his latest albums, they were really good. You know, the one before he died, Black Star, was really, really good. And what was the other one in 2030? The Next Day, that was great. So yeah, that's got to be one. The other one's got to be the Smiths, and I wish I knew about the Smiths when I was going through some hard times in high school. You know what it's like when you're a teenager in high school. Your body's doing all sorts of different things. You can't control it in many respects. If you've been a teenager, you'll know what I mean. Your emotions are out of whack. You feel like you're in love with people, and you feel like you're lusting after people, and oh, it's just horrible. I mean, yeah. So high school was a hard time in one respect for me, but also I did love it. But I would have loved to have the Smiths music with me through that journey, because it would have really made it a lot easier, because I can connect with Morrissey and the Smiths on quite an emotional level, and they're great songs, they really are. Some of my favourite songs include Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me, How Soon Is Now, Big Mouth Strikes Again, This Charming Man, obviously, Meet His Murder, That Joke Isn't Funny Anymore. Oh god, there's just tons, isn't there, of the Smiths? But yeah, so that's my second one, and I've not actually got a third one. There's just so many. As Nick said in his video, it's not who you include, it's who you don't include, who you have to leave out. Oh god, there's just tons. I mean, I would like to put the Doors in there, I'd like to put Kraftwerk in there, Gary Newman, OMD, the Police, the Jam, the Specials, Bad Manners, oh god, loads, Human League, Bauhaus, oh my god, just tons, the Beach Boys. I actually had a joke. I said to my friend one time a while ago, I said, if the band has got the at the start of it, I like them, because there were so many bands that had the at the start of it, and I liked them. So yeah, I mean, there's just so many. I don't feel like I can do a third one. There's just absolutely loads. I mean, Oasis, Blur, all you know, Britpop sort of stuff. I even like a few current bands, Foxygen, Queens of the Stone Age. I don't like many current bands, I only like the cult ones, Everything, things like that. But there's just so many. I mean, you can go back to the 50s and 60s and reel off loads from them, you know, but I just can't think of a third one. Next, what is the first artist or band that got you excited about music? It has to be the Beach Boys. And also, when I was a little bit older, this sparked my interest in music again, like a second wave, sort of. When Michael Jackson died, I didn't really know anything about his songs and stuff, but I was about 13, 14 at the time, and that sparked my interest again, and I loved listening to him. I had a massive Michael Jackson phase where I'd listen to loads of his music. I love the Earth Song and things like that. You know, the sort of the well-known ones I like. I like Too Bad, not bad, but Too Bad is the song. I like Too Bad. Oh, DS. Loads of them. Wait, A Stranger in Moscow. Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Stranger in Moscow. Yeah, so those two, I'd say, sparked my interest in a big way. Top 5 albums. This was hard because there's only a select few albums I actually really like a good portion of the songs on, and I imagine this is the same for everyone. You usually like a few songs off an album, but not all of them. So yeah, I tried to pick a few of the ones that I like the majority of the songs off, and actually I've only managed to think of 4, because I could choose so many more. I could choose Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon. I could choose Beatles, Revolver, Beatles, Sgt. Pepper's. Actually, that was similar to what Nick said, actually. But there's just loads. You know, the 70s. There's a lot of disco bands. You know, the albums from them I would love to choose. There's loads of new wave. You know, Police and stuff like that, and specials, things like that. New Romantics, Duran Duran, and Spandau Ballet, things like, you know, there's just loads of different albums I'd like to choose. Oasis, of course, and your Britpop here. There's just so many albums I could choose, but I don't like the majority of the songs on them. You know, I only like a select few songs off them. So these are the 4 albums that I like pretty much all the songs on them. And you could maybe include Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon on this to bump it up to 5. The Smiths, Strange Ways, Here We Come, 1987. David Bowie and the Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, if I can even pronounce that right. David Bowie, Ashes to Ashes. And the Smiths, Meat is Murder. You can tell there's 4 albums, but only two artists there. Or 2 bands. And yeah, it just shows how much I love those 2 artists. Yeah, but they were great albums. I really did love Strange Ways, Here We Come. That's a great album. But yeah, I mean, as I mentioned, there's loads. There's absolutely loads. I'm going to start to hurry up now because we're on like 13 minutes. Which artist or band is your musical guilty pleasure? I have to say Roachford, Cuddly Toy. That's gotta be up there. Cyndi Lauper, Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I suppose Goonies are good enough, but that's not too embarrassing, is it? I like Ghostbusters theme tune. I listen to that, but I suppose that's not that embarrassing. Oh, Tiffany. Yeah, Tiffany. That's got to be the most embarrassing. I think you're alone. I think we're alone now. Sorry. I saw him standing there. That sort of stuff. Oh no, the biggest one. Caroline will know about this one. I've talked to her about it. I forgot the name of the blooming band now. New Kids on the Block. That's it. New Kids on the Block. They're great. They are. Hanging Tough and all that, and you got it. You got the right stuff or whatever. They're great. They are. But yeah, don't diss the guilty pleasures. They're the best ones. They are. Top 5 songs of all time. This was, oh my god, this was hard. I've actually got 6, so please forgive me. Signet Committee, David Bowie, 1969 Space Oddity album. The Smiths, Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me. I think that was Strange Ways, Here We Come, I think. OMD Messages. The reason I've included this in here was because when I was younger, I was about 12 or 13, no, a bit more than that, about 14, 15, I used to go to my grandparents, and my grandparents would pick me up from the bus stop and take me to their house. And then my dad or my mum would come and pick me up. And we'd have this CD. It had 6 songs on, that's it, 6 songs. And we put it, I used to go out to the car, and my mum would go in and talk to my grandparents, and I would go out into the car often and put this CD in and just melt away to these tracks. And then the CD, it got something spilt on it, or it got lost. I forgot what happened. But anyway, it got lost. I didn't know many of the songs, many of those 6 songs. I think I knew about 2 or 3 out of the 6. and I've spent the last 5 years tracking down those other 3 or 4 songs. Now, they're not hard songs to track down, they're easy enough songs to track down, but I didn't know the lyrics right. I got the lyrics wrong when I was typing them in online and stuff. So it took me, I actually got all 6 back last year or the year before, and one of those was OMD Messages. One of them was Fiction Factory, Ghost of Love. One of them was, no, 2 of them were Gary Newman, Our Friends Electric and Cars. And then I think 1 or 2 was David Bowie again, because you've got to have a bit of David Bowie. So yeah, that's why I've included that one. Great song, phenomenal song. I do love Syntho Pop, it is good. I like Souvenir, and one of my favourites from OMD is Secret. That's a great song. But anyway, so that's my third choice, OMD Messages. My first dance at my wedding will be this song, provided my wife is okay with that, of course. Yeah, so Neil Young, Harvest Moon. God, that's a great song. And then another good song from REM, Rapid Eye Movement, or Rapid Eye Movements, anyway. Yeah, REM, Night Swimming, absolutely phenomenal song, really, really good. I only actually found out about it a couple of years ago, but yeah, really good song. And then finally, Cab Calloway and the Blues Brothers, Minnie the Moocher. If you haven't heard that song, it's great. The Blues Brothers are an awesome band. Yeah, I can't sing highly of that. And, you know, can't sing the praises high enough for that song. It really is good. Finally, second, penultimately, favourite lyrics from a song. David Bowie, Black Star, this is from. I can't answer why, but I can tell you how. And then I think this is slightly further down in the song. He says, we were born upside down, born the wrong way around. And those lyrics really speak to me. I mean, this is what I feel he's meaning by that. I mean, obviously he was going through a lot of pain. He was near the end, and I can't answer why, but I can tell you how. Just says to me that he can't answer why we're here, why we're on Earth, but he can show you how to live, or can tell you how to live in one respect. So I think it's quite cool. And then the other bit was, we were born upside down, born the wrong way around. I've always believed that. That's something, I don't know why we have youth first and then age last. Surely you would save the best to last and have age first, youth last. It makes no logical sense to me. I mean, yeah, so I believe that's why he's put that in there. I think he's of the same mindset of me, that obviously he believes that we were born the wrong way around as well. Sort of like Benjamin Button, I suppose. Next, the artist or band you think is underrated and you would recommend others to listen to. Right, you've got to listen to this song. Pause this video or something and listen to Foxygen, We Are the 21st Century Ambassadors of Peace and Magic. Get like a vapor or get a cigar or a cigarette and just melt away to that song. It's an awesome song. Well, I mean, if you don't smoke, get a cup of tea or something, or a coffee, and let the caffeine work its magic or something. Next, I would say, is Everything Everything, another current band. Those two are current, actually, those bands. Probably the only 2 current bands I actually like. Next is Discotheques, I Wanna Dance With You, or Get Dancing, they're great. Also, an 80s band that I suppose a lot of people are aware of, but, not many people sort of actually listen to their stuff, is Bauhaus. Great band. I love a lot of their tracks. Funeral, Rose Garden of Sores. My dad got me into that. A lot of the songs he liked when he was my age, I like now. And a lot of the artists. Yeah, Funeral, Rose Garden of Sores, Passion of Lovers, In the Flat Field. Oh god, there's like Double Dare. Trying to think, there's loads, isn't there? Yeah, and then finally, a song that has been with me from very young and that I know all the words off by heart is Barry Manilow, Copacabana. So yeah, that is an absolutely great song. I absolutely love that, and I suppose that could go into my guilty pleasures, couldn't it? So sorry it's been a bit of a long video, guys. I will leave it there, and just to make you aware, the 2 people I'm going to tag are Ben Fitzpatrick and Cora Harrison. So get to it, guys. Get answering these questions and get making those videos. And I can't wait for your responses. So yeah, see you in the next one, guys. I hopefully will have a haul video for you or a sales update. I have recorded a sales update, so I just need to get that edited and uploaded. So hopefully that will be coming with you soon. And don't forget, on Thursday, as usual, it is Thursday Talk, so you can drop some questions down below for that if you so desire. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye for now.